What's up YouTube, SavageHerobrine here, and welcome back to another Nintendo video. In today's video, I will be discussing about the recent Nintendo Direct, so let's get into it. So if you didn't know already, there was a Nintendo Direct at 10 o'clock AM Eastern Time today, and basically the whole Nintendo Direct was about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we found out some new stuff, like some new fighters. We know that there's going to be Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont from the Castlevania series being in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I'm pretty sure Simon Belmont is actually an Echo Fighter of Richter Belmont, or maybe it's the other way around, but I do know for a fact that one of them is an Echo Fighter. And we also saw Chrome from the Fire Emblem series, and we also saw Dark Samus along with King K. Rool. And King K. Rool, I've been wanting him in Super Smash Bros. For quite a while. Definitely seems like a character who would definitely fit perfectly in the Super Smash Brothers. He definitely would be a really cool fighter to play as in the game, and I'm glad that he made it into Smash. I've been wondering if he was going to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I'm glad that they announced today that he was going to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it's pretty cool to see these new fighters in the game now. And we also found out that there's going to be 103 stages in total for the whole game. And there's 900 music tracks apparently in the game from what they told us, which is a lot. And they didn't really show any new stages necessarily at all. And we also found out that there's a new mode called Squad Strike. And Squad Strike, you do a 3v3 fight or you do a 5v5 fight. And basically you just work with your squad, take the other team down. And Smash tourneys from Super Smash Bros. 4 are now returning, which I'm glad, because it was cool that you could make your own tournament. And we of course know that classic mode is returning because it's in every Super Smash Bros. Game. But they did show off the main menu. Apparently there's a mode that hasn't been revealed yet. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be story mode. It's got to be story mode. No other mode in the game would be hidden away like that. It's just so obvious that it is. They're probably going to announce it sometime in the next few months or something. Or they're just going to not even announce it at all. And then we'll just have to wait and see when the game releases if there's a story mode or something. But I guarantee you, there is going to be a story mode. This is practical proof that there is. They're hiding a freaking mode. There's obviously going to be a story mode. Hopefully this is actually a story mode instead of some other mode. So yeah, hopefully it is. And they also showed us of course some of the new items like assist trophies or Pokemon. And we also found out some new stuff about the rules. There's something called Morph Mode, where you can basically switch between the two during the actual match, where you switch between two different stages, and it just happens randomly throughout the battle, which is actually a pretty interesting idea. And you can only do this with 2 stages at a time. I kind of wish you could do it with more maybe, because I think it would make it more interesting if you could do it with more than just 2 stages. But that's just my opinion on the whole thing. It's not really a big deal, of course, if you can just only do it with 2 stages. I do think it's an interesting concept. And I also forgot to mention some smaller stuff that they showed us in Nintendo Direct. They showed us that we can actually make our own music playlist with the Nintendo Switch apparently, which is pretty cool. And apparently you can listen to the music even when your Switch is off or something. So you can basically listen to Super Smash Bros. Music as if you're listening to music on your phone or something like that. And they're also changing the way how you find the music. Instead of finding the stage music, you basically find the music in series. And you can find Legend of Zelda series music, and that's where all the Legend of Zelda music is. I find this a way more organized game to find music in the game, because in Super Smash Bros. 4, I had trouble finding some music when I was actually looking and stuff. I found this sort of better than Super Smash Bros. 4 when you're trying to look for music. And those are basically all the things that they announced. The Nintendo Direct was around 3 minutes long, and they showed us all this stuff. It wasn't the best Nintendo Direct. I was surprised that they were going to do a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct, and I thought this Nintendo Direct was an okay Direct. Definitely was not the best. I wish they had maybe a 40-minute Direct, and they announced some other games with the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. and they like announce some new Nintendo games or something like that, or announce some other games that will release later this year, because I know for a fact that Nintendo said that they're going to announce more games later in the year, and they still haven't done that yet. I think like on Nintendo Direct like this, maybe they could just announce those games in like a 10-minute period or something, and then after that they would do a whole Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. Because some people are wondering what other games will come out later this year, since Nintendo already implied that there were going to be. So I don't know like what they're going to announce or when now, because the Nintendo Direct is already over. I think it would have been better if they announced some of those games like for a 10-minute period, like I said like a few seconds ago. But even though they didn't show any other Nintendo games, this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct definitely was an awesome Nintendo Direct. And for me, I definitely do think that this is one of the best Nintendo Directs this year. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. You can tell me your thoughts about it in the comment section below. And yeah, without waste, SavageHerobrine out. What's up YouTube, SavageHerobrine here, and welcome back to another Nintendo video. In today's video, I will be discussing about the recent Nintendo Direct, so let's get into it.